institution. Definitely gonna make that number one. Have this block because my eyes, if you see, like, my eyes, I really can't see, like, but today is Wednesday, of March 2023. Currently, I just finished about, I don't know, like 30 minutes ago. I presented to my institution, my business, to a club I go to. That was good. I just went straight into it, actually. How are you doing? Well, today I'm doing pretty good. Weather outside is pretty good. If you hear it, pretty good. Wind is, actually, I like it. Pretty good. I'll say that. This week our institution is having like something for like mind, body, and soul type of week. So I went there. I tried boba for the first time. Maybe it wasn't the right place to try it from, because I kid you not, if that's what you're excited for about boba, can't get with it. I tasted it and I tried my best to be like trying and experience new things. It was completely disgusting. I don't know about everybody else, but I was like, this right here, you don't gotta worry about me in the line taking your last boba, because it ain't gonna be me. It ain't gonna be me. And then after that, I went back to, they had a place held for it. I went back, got a flower for a friend, because, people go through things, and I just wanted to, I always like to make sure people know, because, like, that's something, like, I understand from junior year and from past semesters, like, how, like, hard and emotional I've ever been is my years in college, by far. Or in between, like, 2019 to, like, 2021, the most emotional I've ever been in my life. There's more to come, of course, because, I'm only 21, thankfully, through God's grace. But, yeah, so that's what happened. Then after that, I went back to my dorm, got some stuff, whoop-de-whoop, came down here and said I was going to do a video, because I was like, I need to do it to document my years in this institution and to say what's up and, document it and actually, like, process what I've been through in the last, because I really, really haven't been out posted, kid you not. And this is really documentation for my years in the institution. So, yeah. So, I wasn't one destination, but I kid you not, y'all. It told me, like, there were signs. It was telling me, like, you can't be here. You need to go back to your OG place, because there's too many people. And it wasn't, like, people next to me. It was just cars. Like, when, like, people park close to you for no, like, they park close to you and they act like they own the parking spot. I don't understand about that. Like, I can understand if it's numbers and visitors and stuff, maybe because they have, like, rules and stuff. But, like, literally, there were so many other parking spots and you wanted to park here. What was the reason? You tell me. What was the reason? But I'm gonna let that pass. Yeah, this morning I was really tired. I'm really tired. The daylight savings time, I kid you not, I had to look up this man who did the whole daylight savings time, because I just wanted to know your face. I just wanted to know, like you did this. Like, I have to get used to it for sure, but these 8 o'clock classes, 9 o'clock classes are really hitting your girl, because for 8 o'clock classes, I have an alarm set for 6:30. Wake up at 7:15. And your girl is really, really tired, which I have been in the last couple days. I've been really waking up at like 7:30, which is really bad in my case. So I'm really trying to get myself together when it comes to that. So pray for me. Also, like, oh my gosh. Well, I was really tired this morning, but I had to, like, read a book, get myself, like, really together. But yesterday I was working from 5 to 12. Listen, all yesterday, you could just say, yesterday I worked 9 hours. A full-time student too. 9 hours. And, like, yes, like, making those dollars, making those coins, but I realized to myself, like, girl, yesterday, my last job of the night, like, it was from 5 to 12, and it wasn't supposed to be like that. It was originally supposed to be, in my mind, 5 to 10 max. But you know, for some reason, like, I can't even explain. Like literally, I was about to leave, and then this gentleman, he like came. He was like, "Here you go, thank you." I'm like, I said like the thing that came, like, you know, politely, but I was like, he was like, "Thank you." I'm like, "Thank you." Like, and then I turned away, and I was like, this brother really just gave me some clothes to wash. What is wrong with you? Like, I was in my mind, because, you know, sometimes I can't say that stuff out loud. I have to say it internally. So, like, I'll be having conversations, and people find that weird, but, like, it actually is helpful. I'd be finding conversations with myself, because when in that situation, I was really, like, kind of upset. I was like, you're telling me, bro, that you're gonna come at like 11:20, 11, like, not even 11:20, 11:40, 11:50, and give me some clothes to wash? Like, that right there was a little bit frustrating to me yesterday. But I was like, I came with the, you know, the instant reply, and just said thank you and let it be. I stayed there for another I stayed there for a minute, y'all. Like, I wasn't supposed to. Came back to my dorm, took a shower, brushed my teeth, and I was just done for the day. I was like, y'all got it. It is already this morning, bro. It's actually just happened this morning. I was up at 12, went to sleep at like 2, because for me, like, I had to take a shower, get myself together, like, do all this stuff I usually have, like, together, you know, click, click, click. Then wake up for class, have new material or material be thrown at you. It's like, y'all really trying it. You really trying it. So that was my Tuesday, because I worked the whole Tuesday. I had an 8 o'clock class to 9:15, chopped it up till 10 to 11 ish, 11, like no later than 11. And then I had work from 10:54 to 11:22. And then I finished that first job, then did some whoop-de-whoop for my graduation. Listen, I spoke my mind yesterday a little bit, and I kid you not, it was truthful. Like, when the graduation process at my institution, like, get your graduation stuff, make sure you're, like, this is what you're graduated with, yes. But then they wanted us to fill out some forms, and I was like, I see what you're doing. I see it. I know it. And I spoke it, like, I'm working on that out. I'm speaking, but my conversation inside my head had to speak it out loud. And the two people who was next to me were laughing, but it's true. Like, you're getting this information to know in the future what to send to me when asking for donations. I'm not new to this. I am a business major for a reason, y'all. Let it be known that, okay? Like, it was, and all the people who are the faculty stuff, all they can do is laugh, but it's true. It's true. Somehow, some way, you're gonna find it. Some way, somehow, you're gonna find the address. It's easy. It's really easy, to be honest with you. It didn't really even take me to do the form. Like, you gonna find it regardless. I feel like it's kind of weird too how that happened, but it's just the truth. But but interesting enough, it happened. And, you know, graduation. I'm excited for it to be over with. I had a lot of stuff to do this week. Well, actually, last week. Well, actually, you could say these last 2 days. I'm elite. I kid you not. Post office down here near the institution is closed on weekends. Respect. I think that's more back home too. But on that Saturday and Sunday, I was writing like crazy, like woo to people who are family friends of mine, who I really appreciate. To send them invitations to do something I did. I've been having this picture in my mind of what I wanted for my graduation announcement or graduation invitation for so long, y'all. It came out the way it came out. I would have done a little bit more, but the vision came out good to me. I had to do a lot of like run throughs of like making sure that this is what, like, not scripted. So for instance, like this is what I actually did. I did a video for like people who get my invitation and announcement. I did a video because I wanted them to actually see my face, to tell them how appreciative and how I love them very much and how I care for them, because you know, my family, friends who say I'm very shy, which I am. I'm very quiet, but I'm observant. So for the past year, since like junior year, I've been working on these thank you letters that I have for people, because I'm so thankful and grateful. Now that I know how to spell grateful, GRATEFUL, I'm so grateful for them coming into my life, or God guiding them in my life, no matter how or what way it happened, because somehow they registered in my brain, and every time I think of these people or think of something or see an item, I think of them. You know, like I always will remember, here this man go. He in a van too. Okay. But for instance, like I think of whatever. I think of like particularly one of my cousins or aunts. I out of respect I say aunt. Or well, really cousin, because it sounds better in her name. But I really appreciate one cousin of mine, because if it wasn't for her, really, I wouldn't be able to see one of my aunts who sadly passed away in 2020, because I really appreciate that, because I really didn't have a conversation with her until like family reunion time, or when we had that alone time at the church. And I realized that we're very much alike. And when I say like shy, but very, very much caring heart, I used to be so much defensive with that, because, you know, like public school really took a turn on me, but I prevailed, and I apologize because I wasn't always the best. I had times where I had very much a lot of anger and a lot of just now when I told it and described to a person, they were like, you were depressed. I'm like, yeah, but I just like didn't really register that in mind. And plus I feel like the word depression wasn't really brought up that much back then. So but I was really angry. But I really appreciate those conversations before my aunt passed away, of her, like, of my cousin bringing her to these events, because I would see the genuine smile. She taught me a lot without even speaking. That's why I feel like a lot of people, they'd be like, you're so shy, you're so this, you're so that. But it's like, but you'll see through my facial expressions, or you'll see through my actions what I mean, what I am. You know, I don't need to speak all the time. I like listening. I know. And usually what's so funny is like, when I'm finished with college, when I'm finished with breaks or whatever, I go home to my mom. I'll talk to her for maybe a straight day of like everything or what's so. And then the next day I'll be quiet. Like I literally will just be like, okay. But that's just how I'm going to say all I got to say, all that. But tomorrow, I really just want you to know, you probably won't hear a peep out of me, because I said everything I need to say. So, but I really appreciate that. I really appreciate like certain family, like I appreciate all my family members, because I took something out of our relationship, something out of it. Something, it could be good, bad, it could be mellow, it could be chill. I took something out of it. So that's really what I created the video for, to show through face that I really appreciate them, and to tell them how much that I love them. So I really do that. And I did that on my website, and I will always remember the people we have lost, like my aunt Bernice, or my aunt Joyce, or my father, or my uncle Timmy. Like those people, like Reverend Jones, numerous people who I've lost within years beyond and past college, that have really just taught me a lot and turned that it just made an impact on me. You know, I always feel like what's so crazy, like every relationship, I always take something out of it. So the people who have passed in my life, I took a relationship out of it. You know, like I always say, like, who taught me how to turn, you know, back up? My Uncle Timmy. You know, education, making sure education is important, getting the job done, loving people, stuff like that. My Aunt Joyce, for sure. Aunt Bernice, she didn't have to talk a lot. She didn't have to say anything, but you knew she had love for you. But she spoke wisdom when she spoke wisdom, and she was just really a loving, caring person. I just had numerous people around me, family, friends who've been around me who I really appreciate. And we could not talk for now, and then we could not talk, for like years, and then come back into our lives in the Lord's timing and be chill and, copacetic. So I really appreciate all those people. So I have been writing for a year because I just don't like to do the whole like, thank you, appreciate, because it's more than the money. I know like some people know me and they be like, girl, like you are just a go-getter, want money, stuff like that. I do, but like for these thank you letters, like they're more than just money. They're like appreciating and making sure that person knows like how much they made an impact in my life and how I appreciate them, because in those 4 years and before, you have taught me something. Like one of my aunts, when my father passed, like she gave me the realest shut up. Not like a shut up, like she didn't say shut up, but like she gave me the realest, like you need to like stop pretending. Like you're not going to be okay. Like your father is dying. Like that type of talk to me that I really appreciate, because I needed that. Because I continuously told people like, oh, I'm okay. Like I was using what I've heard prior beforehand of other people dying. Like, oh, he's not suffering anymore. He's not suffering, but you are going to go through something, girl. And that right there is going to be a turn of events. And it was. It definitely was. But I needed to hear that. I needed to hear my aunt. Like, I needed that. Like, God, I feel like it helped me so much, because beforehand, like, she told me that. And then the next day, I had church, and one of my sisters in Christ hugged me, and it just flew out. I let everything out. Like, I felt the weight of like everything I had of me just saying like, oh, he's not suffering, just go down when she hugged me and like just said like, I'm like, she was praying over me. Like, I felt it. Like, that's why I just like, I really don't know what I would do or be if I did not have Christ with me, because I promise you it would be so worse. Junior year, worse, bro. Mentally worse. Like, there was no type of like way I could describe it, like, because it was just it was just smush ball. But I feel like God used those people around me, and I appreciate them. I appreciate my aunt sitting me down, telling me like, hey, you're not going to be okay with this, because like I was saying I'm okay, he's not suffering, I'm at peace. But when she said, but he's not dead yet, like and it really hit me. It hit me from then on. And I appreciate her. I appreciate that family, because from then, like, she's been very like inclusive and stuff. So I appreciate my aunt Tina very much when it comes to that. But yeah, it was just real stuff like that I wanted to put in my thank you letter, because stuff like that really meant something to me. So I appreciate everyone who's come into my life, who's coming out of my life. They've taught me something. That was like a slide of something else. What else has been happening though with your girl? I've been just going to class, work, clubs. Today, my institution has Afrofest. I think they're gonna do a phenomenal job. For some reason, I gave a heads up warning. I can't be serious. There's like certain things I can be serious with, but like majority of the time, I'm gonna give a percentage, like 89.9 rounded to 90%. I'm not serious. 10% of the time I am serious, but 90% of the chance I'm not. I'm telling you, I laugh, and I laugh like I just completely laugh. I laugh at situations that shouldn't be funny. Like, I need to take situations very serious, but like it's very hard. Like, I just laugh. Like, I could see a person walking right now and I could laugh at it, because like I could just find something funny out of it to me. Or it's not even like I'm roasting or thinking something bad in my mind of like making it funny or make fun of him. It's just like I find something funny. You know, it could be like, oh, he's walking, and I'm like, girl, why don't you walk like this? I'll be, you know, putting jokes on myself. So, Afrofest happening tonight. So after this, I plan to go do some work, get some food hopefully, and then go to Afrofest. After Afrofest, I'll chill out. I don't know what it is with people. People love to be in other people's business. I don't know what it is. We gotta stop it though. I'm literally sitting in my car. Not messing with nobody, not doing nothing. You had to literally come this way. You just had to come this way to park over here. Listen, it really is something inside of you that just wants to be like, you need to see me. Like, I get it though. That was me, public school years, middle school especially. Well, elementary, fourth grade to like 8th maybe. But yeah, that's been what's up. Classes are okay. I have 2 exams. I turned in 1 exam today. How confident am I feeling with the second exam? Pretty, like, I'm gonna say 45%. I really just don't know what to expect. I try my best. That's all I can say. I have a paper that I have to get done. 6 paragraphs. Y'all, like, 6 paragraphs. 6 paragraphs of a paper that I won't think nothing of in the next I won't think of at all. Let's just be honest. So I'm not really ready for that. But I have a paper that's getting due next week, so I really have to work on it. This Saturday our institution is having a minis day where we have to talk to students who have committed to the institution, talk to them of how like you can join What's So Club and whatever. I'm gonna do my part, but this is the last, like, I'm doing all this, so when it comes to me graduating, you like call or email like, hey, can you speak to us? No. Respectfully. It's gonna take me some time, respectfully. I kid you not. I personally just need space from this institution. And people say the institution, like, why can't, I don't want to say my institution. Like, I'm gonna keep it real nice. The institution I go to, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to bounce out of here. I'm ready to go. I have to get through these classes, these papers. For some reason, I think these professors think I'm an author. I'm not. I'm just a child. I'm just a woman who's really just trying to graduate, get this patty paper degree, handshake this president, bounce out this place, take a few pictures for y'all to try to say that, hey, we have diversity, and then bounce. Peace. Deuces. Like, I'm not about to play these games, y'all. I'm ready to go. But we shall prevail. I'm going to go because I have, again, 6 paragraph paper to get through of a class that I really am just doing for a requirement. I'm trying to get through it. I'm going to pray about it. I've asked people who've taken the class before, how is it? And all they do is chuckle. And I find that very hard because it's like laughing, like, yeah, like wish your luck, girl. It's like, what? So yeah. But I'm gonna go. That's that's from spring break. I've had a lot of other stuff, but it's really just other days. But at least the last thing I want to say is I hope that you know that you are loved, that you are important, that you have a purpose in life, and that no matter whatever comes in your way, that God has a purpose, a lesson, something for you out of everything, the obstacles that happen. This is for me, but this is for you. Me, you. Because, you know, it takes some time to really recognize. Oh, look at that. Oh, you see that? You see that? What's that? It's called melanin. It's called beauty. It's called excellence. Oh, no, I'm joking. No, I'm actually serious, though. But, yeah. So, if anything, know that. I'm going to go. Like, minding your business is something problematic for people. But I'm going to go. I wish nothing but the best for everyone. On-air videos, Lord willing, will happen. I know people have been sending me stuff. It will happen. Currently, I'm in an institution, so it's going to take me a little bit of while to get it together, but I will. But see ya!